Hi students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss a new poem from our English textbook. The name of the poem is Tall Trees. At first, let's see what are we going to learn today. Today we are going to identify personification, then to explain how personification add a new meaning to the form and relate it to the world of humans. Then to appreciate the theme of the poem. Then to recognize the value of caring and protection as expressed by nature. Tall Trees, that's the name of our poem, and it's written by Eileen Mathias. Okay, before moving on to the poem, let me ask a few questions to you. You are ready? Okay. Have you ever observed trees carefully? In what ways is a tree useful to us? Have you noticed how trees silently offer care and protection to all of us? We all know that trees are very useful to us. Trees are important part of our ecosystem. Trees take carbon dioxide and gives us oxygen. There are many types of trees, around 1,000 or moreover 1,000 species of trees is there. Trees not only help human, they help animals and our earth. I have listed a few uses of trees. Let's see. The first and most one is trees help us to breathe. Trees provides oxygen for breathing. It provides natural habitat or shelter for small animals, birds, then so many different kinds of little insects and all. Trees protect our earth. It protects our earth. Trees gives us food and fruits. Trees bear fruits which is eatable. Next, trees gives us flowers. Trees gives us flowers. Trees gives us fiber, cotton material which we can use to make clothes. Trees gives us wood which we use to make furnitures, different kinds of home things. And most and foremost, trees are very helpful in making medicines. From trees we can make gum which we can use to stick things. So I have listed a few things. Try to find out more items how trees help us. Now let's move on to the poem Tall Trees. Dusk is a word which you may feel little bit unfamiliar. The time before night when it is not yet dark. Here comes the poem. With their feet in the earth and their head in the sky, the tall trees watch. The clouds go by when the dusk sends quickly the birds to rest. The tall trees shelter them safe in a nest. And then in the night, with the tall trees peeping, the moon shines down on a world that's sleeping. Now let's listen stanza wise. With their feet in the earth and their head in the sky, The tall trees watch the clouds go by. Nature can be felt and trees can be seen everywhere. We can see trees everywhere. We can see trees in forests, villages, mountain slope, everywhere, isn't it? Here, the poet says that the tall trees have their feet in the ground and their head in the sky. That means their root is in the earth and the top of the head means the top of the tree will be in the sky. And they can see the clouds passing by. This shows that the trees are really tall. When the dusk sends quickly the birds to rest, the tall trees shelter them safe in a nest. So here in this stanza we can see that when the dusk, that means when the evening is coming, what will they do? They send quickly the birds to rest. They will the birds move to their homes in the tree for safety. Here the tall tree act like a shelter and they protect the birds and it is a safe nest for the birds. They are very safe in the hands of the tall trees. In the last stanza, the poet says, and then in the night, with the tall trees peeping, the moon shines down on a world that is sleeping. Now let's see what does the poet mean through these lines. So the poet says that during the night and by the light of the moon, what did the trees do? With the tall trees peeping, they are looking down. What are they looking down? They are looking down and they are watching over the world as it is sleeping. Here we can see that the poet compares noble people to tall trees because they have a noble character which is distinguished them from common people. They are rooted in the soil like trees. It means they are very humble and just as trees providing a caring shelter and helping to small birds and animals. Good people always show and care their concern for the weak and they will help and protect them. So here tree is compared to a very good person who helps all the poor people and weak people. Your follow-up activity, write down the pairs of rhyming words in each stanza of the poem. You have to find out the rhyming pair. I have given one as an example to you. The examples is sky and by. What is a rhyming word? Rhyming words are two or more words that have a similar ending. Here you can see sky, by. Both is having the same pronunciation. You have to find out similar words from the poem. Now read and recite and enjoy more poem about trees. Thank you students for listening. Have a nice day.